It's okay to be scared, but you just gotta keep going. You gotta fight through the fear. My name is Maria Rouse, and I'm the owner of Maria Rouse Photography. I specialize in fine art, glamour, and beauty photography, mostly kids and women.
So how did you find that niche? What drove you to that angle?
Oh man, I'm like a big fan of James Van Der Zee and the Harlem Renaissance and that era where it was just like everything was so simplistic in the photographs, but the people were dressed up and elegant and fly, and so that's kind of how I got into that. And then I like for my images to sometimes look painterly. Like I say it all the time, when I was younger, I wanted to be able to draw and paint, but I just couldn't get it. But then photography is like, oh, I can take this picture and make it into something that feels like that.
So how did you get started in photography? What brought you to how did you get hooked and addicted?
Yeah, addicted. I took a photography class in high school, and I loved it. That was the time when like we still had the dark room, and so you had to develop your stuff. And my teacher taught me how to like use oil paints on pictures, so I would have all these black and white pictures and paint them. But then I went to college, and it was, oh, you can't make money like that. And then one year I was just having like a really bad year. I had like a breakup, I had 2 surgeries. And so for my birthday, I was like, I want a nice camera. So I went and bought myself a camera. And 5 years later, I'm still playing with cameras.
How do you go about coming up with your ideas for your shoots?
My ideas are mostly inspired, like, you mean like my fine art, like artistic shoots? Those come mainly from trying to make sure I have images for young black girls to look at, so they can say, oh, there's a girl who looks like me, and see her very regal, very dressed up, very like shown as like the princess, queen, whatever you want to call them that she is, to show you are like, you don't have to be this ratchet thing you see on TV, or because there's a lot of crazy stuff that little girls are looking up to now. And so I like to have images that they can be like, oh, this is very classic and she looks like me, and I want to carry myself like that.
Wonderful. So one of the things that drew my attention to get me to reach out to you to be a part of the series is one of your pictures, the Redhead Tea Party.
The Redhead Tea Party.
Which I think you had featured in a couple of art showings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mainly on City of Ink. The City of Ink anniversary show. That's where I showed that one. And that was just me kind of going out on a limb of, I liked the art show I did last year. It was cool. Let me see if I can try another one. And it sold before I got there. And I really didn't expect it to sell. And then when I saw who bought it, I freaked out even more. Because it was whack. How do I call him whack? It was whack. He's like an amazing painter. African American painter. Like, I'm sure a lot of you are gonna have pictures of his in your home, or you may have seen him in salons, or like all the African American bookstores. Whack, he's there.
So what's that next big idea? What's the next fine art piece we're gonna see coming?
It is. It's a piece I'm working on. It's kind of inspired like by Black Panther and that Janelle Monáe song, Django Jane. It's So you'll see.
So what's it like being in the Atlanta art community now?
Am I there? Um, it's cool. Everybody's really cool. Like, I mean, you always have some people, but everybody's very, very open, and like they'll discuss with you, and just like you do, they ask what's your inspiration and all this kind of stuff. Like, everybody gives each other props, where props is due, and nobody's really stuck up or anything. Everyone's real helpful, so it's cool.
So, talk to us about jumping out on faith and kind of getting out there and saying that you know your passion and getting the courage to actually go after it.
I'll be honest, it wasn't like really courage. It was, I have to work for myself. Like, I can't, like the 9 to 5, like sitting at a desk and doing the same. We have to do the same thing every day. I can't do anything different. That's what you're telling me. It's the same thing. Okay. That didn't work for me. So it was like, I guess you're gonna have to make this work. You have to figure it out. And every day is trying to figure it out, how to maintain and keep going and grow bigger. So that's really it.
If you're a new photographer and you want to start meeting people and maybe work with people or shadow and things like that, how could you do that when you started, or?
Yeah. When I first started, I was actually out one day in Cabbagetown. I was out in Cabbagetown and I was shooting, and this little lady comes up to me. She got her big afro puff, and she's like, "Hey, are you a photographer?" "I'm a photographer too." And I was like, I'm introverted, so I was like, "Hey." and she was like, "Well, we should connect. We should, shoot one day or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So her name is Linda Davis. She's actually, when I do weddings, she's my partner now. So all those years ago, I was lucky enough to meet her. But that's what it's like. Like, that's really all it is you taking a chance and asking. Like, it's rare that I've ever found any photographer who just be like, "No, I won't share anything." Like, I've reached out to, like, photographers I've seen on, like, Creative Live and messaged them and asked them, "So, do you charge a model this? Like, when you do fine art stuff?" Like, and they have no problem, like, sharing, because, like, it's enough for everyone. So there's no need to keep anything from anyone. But that's how you do it. You just ask. Like, it's scary, but all they can do is say yes or no. So if you're afraid of hearing no, being an entrepreneur is not going to be for you. Period.
You're right.
So that's how I do it. Her coming up to me made me comfortable to be able to ask other people.
How do you interact, since you're dealing with younger models?
Here's how I really don't know. People tell me that I just have a gift with kids. I don't know. I just like kids. Like, I don't want to have it, but I like them. So we get along. So it's not like me coming off to them as, like, I think it's because I don't act like an adult around them. I think that's what it is. It's like, I talk to them like we're talking right now. I just sit there and I talk to them and I make jokes. And then when it's time to work, I say, "Okay, it's time to work." And we get it. It's like, "Okay, I know Moana just came on. I know you want to dance to this song, but I need you to give me like 2-3 shots, and then we dance, we do all kinds of stuff in between those very stoic shots."
So if you had to give a message to a photographer or a creative person that was kind of a message of what drives you or what pushes you to keep going, and inspiration to keep fighting through, even when you go through periods where you might have writing, they call it writer's block. But any
Creative
person,
block?
Yeah, go.
I get that all the time. Just keep going through it. Like, fight through the fear. Like, you're always gonna have that little voice in the back of your head saying, oh, well, this person is better than me, and you're always gonna see another artist or somebody doing something a different way and then think, well, maybe I should do it this way, or there's no market for me, or that there's always going to be a way for you to get through it. There's always going to be a market for you. So you just have to keep going. Like, that's it. Like, you can have those days where you're like, I have a lot of days where I'm just like, I give up. But if this is what you love to do, you're going to keep doing it, and you're going to fight through it, and you're going to find a way. So it's okay to be scared, but you just got to keep going. You got to fight through the fear.
Well, thank you again. And tell them who you are one more time.
Maria Rouse Photography. Instagram at Maria Rouse _photos, and website www.mariarousephotography.com.
Yeah, we'll have all the links and come into an art gallery near you.